Thank you very much, uh, Chairperson, Co-Chair, and all speakers on dais, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody has spoken very well. If I go a little bit, 1 or 2 minutes on spending on their thought processes. Very good, encouraging comment from Mr. Pandey and Mr. Ratan that he has a vast experience. He has also shared so many encouraging things with us about JET, the kind of passion. Mr. Chawla presentation on totally is a really fantastic philosophy. He has presented that kind of innovations which are happening. And special credit goes to Mr. Jan, Mr. Vipin Sani, and entire QCI team sitting here. The way they coordinated with industry experts, CII, and so many knowledge which is there already available. It's a beautifully designed model. I must appreciate that in one umbrella, the entire techniques of TPM, TKM, Six Sigma, Lean, everything is available in this model. It's a beautifully designed model which will really change our total structure in the industry. It will be a paradigm shift in a real sense. It will bring a lot of synergy in the system and fulfill our Make in India dream of our Prime Minister and our government. My presentation basically is totally different. Is on that how to achieve JAD level. It is most of the challenging thing. Before going to that, I would like to introduce that I was luckily a part of Professor Suda cluster movements which happened many years before. And in first cluster, I was part of JBM as a joint venture to Maruti. And Sarita, Dr. Sarita Nagpal, who is, I think, Director General CII now, she was the main coordinator. And in second cluster also, luckily I was a part of second cluster when I was a part of MTech group. Mr. S.K. Kakkad, I think, is sitting in the auditorium. I met him just a few minutes before. And he was the coordinator for this second cluster. So luckily, I have gone through both Professor Suda Deming price criteria clusters for 5 years, learned a lot many things, and then joined this Havels group in 2002. And I am here from last 30 years. I want to discuss with you the success story which I have gone through in last 13 years. Learning from these Professor Suda, both clusters, learning these techniques. And even what I was 30-40% content, even around 50% content is from damming price and from Joran guidelines and so many things. And luckily, Mr. Sanjay Sharma is our corporate material management head just sitting in the front row. He is also with me today. He was also part of this Professor Suda cluster when he was in Delphi. So I want to just share that the knowledge which really gained from this damming price criteria, which I learned a lot of many things from Professor Suda. And the purpose of joining this electrical industry was, why not to spread this knowledge from automobile to other industries? And I'm telling you, I joined this organization in 2002. It was 350 crore. We did 9,000 crore in last year. I have seen this group growing from 350 crore to 9,000 crore, and we are planning 10,000 crore in this financial year. And I'm telling you, in this entire journey, I'm head of all the plants all over the world. We have around 12 manufacturing locations in India and 4 locations in Europe, 2 in Latin America, in China, and Northern Africa also. So I am head of all the plants along with R&D centers across globe. And I tell you, because of these tools and techniques which I learned from Professor Suda, today I am at this position. I joined this company as a head of one plant in energy meter. And because of these tools and techniques, I did so many things miraculous and reached to this level. And today I'm heading entire global operations. I want to share a few of the key learnings which few of you are sitting here. They are maybe aware of these models. They are the very common practice models. But I would like to share all sitting here that this is the way how to achieve jet level, because lot many things are there related to zero defect and zero effect, and it covers so many things, but there has to be some kind of implementation strategy in place, without which it is not possible to implement. So my focus is more on technical, how to implement practically jet model in your organization. So this is a very well-known model. People who are attached with damming, who are attached with the Lean, Six Sigma, etc. This is a beautiful model. I tell you, this I practiced. Even today, if I started, the first success thing which I started, that becoming head of domestic product business, one state-of-art factory was built by me in Baddi, which is 800 crore company producing 50% profit. And that, I built on the basis of that tools and techniques which I learned from automobile. And this was the model by which today we are number one in DP products in the country, in the presence of so many strong companies from Europe and America. So this is the model where we need to focus in our industry. If you see, this model says that there are three things in an industry: retainment, improvement, and breakthrough. I remember those days when I met my ex-chairman, and he was talking with me that we are producing MCB at a certain level, and trying from last 2 years, we are not able to manufacture it. He asked me, Mr. GALGAT, now you are in charge of that facility. You tell me, when we will produce that level of MCB? Precisely, I am telling you 32,000 per day, around 8 lakhs MCB in a month, which we were not able to produce last 2.5 years. I told him next month. Everybody laughed. How it is possible that you are a man of automobile, you came to our energy meter division, you have recently joined MCB and you don't know MCB. How you can produce 8 lakh MCB in a month? I have given a commitment, you just wait for it. And we produce 8 lakh MCB next month. Now, chairman, he has written a mail to me, which is still is with me now, that he has written that which miracle you have done, that the things which we were not able to produce in 2.5 years, how you produce in 1 month only. You know what I have given the reply? That I have not done any miracle at all. The entire credit goes to Professor Suda, from where I learned these techniques and applied, and we produced that level of production. What I was finding in that company, that everybody from top to bottom was standing on retainment. Nobody was having time for improvement and breakthrough. What I did simply, I created a team, restructured the team, started daily work management, divided the entire factory in 5 and Kaizen zones, implemented key tools, 7QC or MSA or SPC, and then we did lot of breakthroughs, like putting a semi-automation mode, etc., etc. I don't want to go in detail because time is very less. But let me tell you, it is a miraculous thing which happened that we produce that level of quality. This is one example. When I was given a charge of our all 4 European plants, we have a location in France, Germany, Belgium, and UK. It was so difficult for an Indian to win their hearts and get work from them. I tell you, I implemented these techniques in Europe. Generally, Europeans have different standards, but they are not following any tool and techniques related to Japanese practices. And I was able to reduce, able to increase gross profit by 4% in 2 months without investing anything, by implementing simple these tools and techniques. There are many numerous examples in front of me, and I'm telling you, these techniques are so beautifully designed. That's why I appreciate really Mr. Jan and QCI and all these people. Mr. Sani are also sitting here. And beautifully designed model. And I'm telling you, we can bring a lot of change through this model. And this content which I'm discussing is, I can't, in 15 minutes, I can't discuss this entire model. It's such a fantastic model that from operator level, they should spend 70% time on retainment, 20% on improvement, and 10% breakthrough. While top men should spend 70% time on breakthrough, 20% on improvement, and 10% on retainment. If top men of a company spending most of the time only in retainment and improvement, if breakthrough will not happen, what will happen? Nothing will happen. So this is a well designed model. If you fit your organization in this model, you will become world class. Nobody can stop you. But you need to do one thing. Create various leaders at various places. Your each and every assembly line or any machine shop or molding shop, whatever shop you have, should have a business kind of thinking that I'm a business head of this molding shop or I'm an assembly shop. That level of understanding is required to fit your entire organization to this model. This is another example. It's very, very beautiful example. It's very easy to say that fit in that model, but fitting in that model, the next step you need is, there are 3 things again, like retainment, improvement, breakthrough. There are 3 three things in the organization which you need to bring in the people is what level of authority, responsibility, and accountability. If you see this diagram very carefully, the operator, common man means operator, is having same level of authority and responsibility and accountability. Because one operator is responsible for one machine. So he is authorized to operate one machine. He is responsible for one machine and he is accountable for the production and quality of one machine. Top management authority is very big. Responsibility is very less because they are not involved in day-to-day activities. But again, accountability is very high because performance totally they are responsible, accountable for entire accountability of the business performance. The major junk lies with middle management. The entire 70-80% people are middle management. They need to change their thought process. Here, if you see the middle management people, they should, if they are having authority of this level, they should feel more responsibility than authority and accountability not less than CEO of a company. If that level of thinking you will create in the organization which each and every person, you can create that model what I was talking about, retainment improvement breakthrough. But the point comes now, how to bring this level of thinking? I am giving one example quickly. There is one production manager. What is the role of a production manager? Is to produce, let us say, 10,000 pieces in 8 hours. 10,000 assemblies in 8 hours. There is a quality manager, there is a purchase manager, there is a finance manager. So, production manager number one, his thought process is that my responsibility is to produce 10,000 pieces, assemblies. Production manager number two, he thinks that producing 10,000 but with quality. Although there is a quality manager, but I have to produce quality. Means taking accountability of quality also. There is a third production manager who thinks apart from production quality, even the shortage should not be there. So I should not be able to, I should be able to produce that 10,000 assemblies. There is a fourth level of production manager who also thinks apart from production quality and production quality and shortage, I must see the profitability of that product which I am producing and cost, etc. everything. Who is the best one? The fourth one or fifth one, whose thought process is not less than CEO of a company. There is a production manager 1 also, production manager 4 or 5 also, but that thought process needs to be changed in the organization for each and every manager and engineer and general manager and vice president. If that process will not change, feeling your accountability not less than CEO of a company, you will not fit to that excellence model, and you will not achieve this jet model also, reaching to the platinum level. So you need to put this strategy in place. Time is very less, but there is lot many things I want to discuss. But after putting that model and the accountability, then next comes to there are different set of tools under Lean, Six Sigma. You talk about anything, TKM, etc. Attitude is the biggest thing. When you are changing the attitude of the people, then these are the attitude change tools: 5S, 3K, 3G, 3M, Kaizen, Pogayoke, etc. They are very, very essential to create a platform of improvement and putting any kind of excellence model in place. Without these attitude change tools, you can't achieve anything. I don't want to describe all this because we need time for it. After implementing attitude change tools, even attitude change tools, each one of the organization, starting from operator to the chairman of a company, must be part of this attitude change tools. It's very, very important. In case of second category, skill development, it lies with the operational managers, middle management only. Various tools are written on the board. You can go through it. These are very, very essential, bringing precise things in your product and services. SPC, MSA, PFME, 7QC tools, DOE, QFD, deep analysis, CIP, etc. These are the things which are at the operation level. Lot of engineers and managers has to, they should be part of this skill development tools. And the third category is organization development tools. MPCP or APQP, DWM, TPM, Kanban, MFO, and DWM is very, very important, which the damming, damming after Second World War. He has given two teachings to Japan to transform. The entire Japan was transformed by damming two teachings. One was statistical process control, and another was PDCA, which is called daily work management. It's very, very important tool in the organization. And today I'm telling you, in all over the world, our all plants are practicing this daily work management between 11 to 12 o'clock every day. And we are achieving a lot of many things. DWM is also happening in almost all the companies who are practicing these world-class practices. So this time was very less. There were many things really I am interested to discuss, but time, because of the time constraint, that is what I have shared. Thank you very much.